This is clearly a federal issue. They need to step in and help.
From clusters of drones hovering over urban areas to strange formations lighting up the night sky to conflicting statements from the military and a history of secrets lurking beneath the surface.
What they are, and they're not foreign, but they're not ours, and they don't pose a threat, that's when it becomes concerning.
New Jersey's 2024 drone surge is raising more questions than answers. What began as a series of eerie sightings is now unraveling into a mystery that could reveal much more than just high-tech experiments, sparking serious questions.
Where they're coming from and who's controlling them remains a mystery.
Are these just random tech tests, or could they be part of something much larger unfolding in the Garden State? The drone surge that shocked America. In mid-November of 2024, the tranquil night skies of New Jersey became the stage for an enigmatic aerial phenomenon. Residents across the state reported sightings of unidentified drones, their lights flickering against the darkness, prompting a wave of intrigue, concern, and speculation. These sightings, initially isolated, soon proliferated, capturing the attention of local communities and national authorities alike. But what started as a local curiosity was about to spiral into a mystery that would grip the entire nation. The first reports emerged from Morris County, where residents observed drones hovering silently over residential areas. Witnesses described formations of lights moving in synchronized patterns, leading to a flurry of calls to local law enforcement. As days passed, similar reports surfaced statewide, from the Jersey Shore to Sussex and Bergen counties. Notably, drones were spotted near sensitive locations, including the Picatinny Arsenal, a military research and manufacturing facility, and over President-elect Donald Trump's golf course in Bedminster. The surge in drone sightings wasn't confined to New Jersey. Neighboring states such as New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Connecticut, and Ohio reported similar incidents, suggesting a broader pattern of unexplained aerial activity along the East Coast. The sightings seemed to have no specific pattern or purpose, and yet they were everywhere. And here's where things took a truly bizarre turn. As the mysterious drones continued to appear with no clear explanation, a new theory started to gain traction. UFO enthusiasts began to speculate that these weren't just any drones, they were potentially extraterrestrial crafts, cloaked in the guise of human technology. Social media platforms exploded with debates, memes, and detailed analyses of the drone sightings. People pointed to the drone's uncanny ability to move in perfectly synchronized patterns, hover without noise, and make abrupt, gravity-defying maneuvers. These weren't your typical hobbyist drones, they argued. Could it be that aliens were conducting surveillance missions right over American soil? The possibility was tantalizing, and for many it seemed to explain what no government agency could. If it walks like a UFO and talks like a UFO, maybe it is a UFO, joked one viral post that garnered millions of views. But behind the humor was a genuine sense of wonder and dread. What if humanity was being observed by something far more advanced than we could comprehend? As public curiosity and unease escalated, federal agencies scrambled to identify the source of the drone surge. Investigations led to advanced surveillance operations using infrared cameras and radar systems. Yet despite these efforts, the origins and operators of the drones remained elusive. John Kirby, the White House National Security spokesperson, attempted to calm the public by stating that many of the drones were likely legal commercial or law enforcement aircraft or even misidentified manned planes. But his reassurances fell flat. If these drones were all legal, then why couldn't anyone figure out who was flying them? President-elect Donald Trump didn't hold back, accusing the sitting administration of incompetence and calling for more aggressive action. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy added to the pressure, demanding federal resources to tackle the mystery. The sense of frustration was palpable. People wanted answers, and they wanted them now. While speculation ran wild, the drones began to cause real-world problems. At Stewart International Airport in New York, flights were temporarily grounded when unidentified drones entered restricted airspace. Pilots reported near misses, and authorities worried about potential mid-air collisions. Military bases also reported repeated drone incursions. Sensitive installations, some housing critical national defense equipment, found themselves under what felt like surveillance. Was this a coordinated attack on American security, foreign espionage, or something even more sinister? Some residents, driven by frustration and fear, tried to take matters into their own hands. A few people attempted to shoot down the drones or follow them in vehicles, hoping to uncover the truth. Law enforcement issued stern warnings about the dangers of interfering with drones, but this did little to stop the wave of grassroots investigations. Just when the situation seemed like it couldn't get any stranger, the government made a jaw-dropping announcement. Officials revealed that a joint operation involving the U.S. Navy and Air Force had intercepted and shot down what they called an Iranian mothership in international waters off the Atlantic coast. This vessel, they claimed, was responsible for launching swarms of drones over the United States. It was a stunning revelation, but it didn't sit right with everyone. According to government sources, the intercepted vessel had advanced capabilities that allowed it to deploy UAVs for reconnaissance. But skeptics raised a multitude of questions. Why did it take so long to detect this mothership? And why were officials so vague about the details of the interception? For UFO enthusiasts, the Iranian mothership explanation felt like a cover story. Could the government be using a foreign threat to distract from something even more unexplainable? The timing was suspicious, the details were thin, and for many the mystery was far from solved. While the mothership theory dominated headlines, defense experts noted a critical point. This incident underscored the terrifying potential of drone technology in modern warfare. Drones, once thought of as tools for hobbyists or delivery services, had become instruments of surveillance, espionage, and potential attack. The New Jersey drone sightings were a wake-up call. The skies above America were no longer guaranteed to be safe or secure. The growing accessibility of drone technology meant that even individuals, rogue states, or non-state actors could potentially control unmanned aircraft to infiltrate airspace or even carry out malicious activities. Just imagine a future where the skies above us are filled not just with commercial airliners and recreational drones, but also with unidentified, unregulated threats. The implications were staggering, and it was clear that the world had to prepare for a new kind of warfare, where drones could be used for everything from reconnaissance to direct attacks. The rise of autonomous drones in military operations was no longer a distant possibility, it was a present reality. As the investigations into the drone sightings continued, public opinion began to fracture. Some believed that the government's Iranian mothership explanation was plausible, even if it left many questions unanswered. Others, however, clung to the theory that this was the beginning of something much more extraordinary. Could these drone swarms be connected to extraterrestrial activity? Was there a deeper mystery at play? We're witnessing a new chapter in the UFO phenomenon, declared one prominent UFO researcher in a television interview, sparking even more curiosity among the public. Social media exploded with conspiracy theories, with some suggesting that the government was trying to suppress the truth about extraterrestrial visits. Others pointed to military exercises or foreign adversaries testing American airspace. For the government, the surge in drone activity was a reminder of the increasingly complex world they had to navigate. Drones weren't just tools for hobbyists anymore, they were potential threats. From military installations to commercial airports, the United States faced a new frontier in its national security efforts. The challenge of keeping civilian airspace safe was becoming more daunting by the day. This is not just about drones anymore, said a former Pentagon official in a recent interview. This is about the future of airspace security. We need to adapt to this rapidly evolving threat or we risk falling behind. And so the government began to pour resources into developing new technologies to track, identify, and neutralize unauthorized drone activity. From advanced radar systems to artificial intelligence software capable of analyzing drone flight patterns in real time, the race was on to stay ahead of the curve. As the mystery continued to unfold, the people of New Jersey, and indeed the entire nation, were left with more questions than answers. Despite numerous investigations, conflicting reports, and a surge of UFO speculation, the true origins of the drones remained unknown. Were these the first signs of a larger extraterrestrial presence? Was it all part of a secret foreign operation, or were they just an increasing number of hobbyist drones making their way into restricted airspace? What we do know is that the drones over New Jersey marked a critical turning point in how we view the intersection of technology, national security, and public curiosity. The events of November 2024 may have begun as an oddity, a strange and fleeting mystery in the skies, but they quickly evolved into something far more profound. The question remains, were we simply witnessing the birth of a new chapter in drone technology, or was this an encounter with something truly out of this world? As we continue to grapple with the implications of these sightings, one thing is clear. The future of aerial security will be defined not just by what we know, but by the mysteries that continue to elude us. As for the residents of New Jersey and those watching from across the globe, the story is far from over. Whether the drones were man-made or extraterrestrial, the legacy of these sightings is one of transformation. From reshaping our understanding of modern warfare to sparking debates over the existence of UFOs, the New Jersey drone phenomenon was a catalyst for a new age of curiosity, skepticism, and perhaps discovery. And as the skies continue to evolve, the question on everyone's mind remains: what's really flying over our heads? UFOs or deadly weapons? Throughout history, the skies above have been a realm of mystery, capturing the attention of both civilians and military personnel alike. From early reports of strange lights to modern-day UFO encounters, the relationship between the military and unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, has evolved from skepticism to serious investigations. But could these unexplained phenomena be more than just optical illusions or misidentifications? Could there be a deeper connection between UFOs and military forces, one that stretches beyond the realm of speculation? The history of military encounters with UFOs is more than just an enigma. It's a web of secrets, sightings, and possibilities that may one day change everything we think we know about airspace and security. In the early years of aviation during World War I, reports of strange aerial phenomena began to surface. Pilots described encountering mysterious flying objects that exhibited remarkable speeds and maneuverability far beyond the capabilities of any known aircraft. These unidentified objects, often glowing or moving erratically, were dubbed Foo Fighters. The term, borrowed from the French word for fire, feu, suggested a fiery, unexplained light. Both Allied and Axis pilots reported these sightings, which they could not attribute to enemy aircraft or natural phenomena. This created a growing sense of unease. Were these objects the result of advanced enemy technology, or was there something more at play? In a war already filled with secrets, could these strange sightings have been a clue to a deeper mystery? Fast forward to World War II, and the phenomenon of Foo Fighters was still baffling military pilots. Reports of these glowing orbs intensified as the war progressed, with both Allied and Axis pilots claiming to have witnessed these objects in the sky. The mysterious nature of these encounters led to a great deal of speculation. Could they be advanced enemy aircraft or experimental weapons? Or were they something entirely unknown, beyond the scope of current military technology? Despite investigations, the phenomenon remained unexplained, and many of these encounters were never fully addressed by military officials, fueling the growing sense of mystery. If they weren't advanced military aircraft, then what could they have been? Theories began to emerge, some far-fetched, others more grounded in reality, that hinted at a much bigger possibility: extraterrestrial involvement. The post-war years saw an explosion of UFO reports and government investigations. In July of 1947, the Roswell incident in New Mexico would become one of the most famous UFO-related events in history. A rancher discovered unusual debris on his property, leading to reports of a flying disc crash. The U.S. military initially confirmed the recovery of a flying disc, only to later retract the statement, describing the object as a weather balloon. This reversal sparked widespread skepticism and speculation, with conspiracy theories suggesting that the government was covering up the truth about extraterrestrial contact. But why would the government change its story so quickly, and what were they hiding? Was this the first official confirmation of extraterrestrial life, or just a government cover-up? The Roswell incident, combined with other reports of mysterious aerial phenomena in the late 1940s and early 1950s, spurred the U.S. Air Force to initiate Project Blue Book in 1952. This was a systematic investigation into UFO sightings and encounters. Over the course of the project, more than 12,000 reports were collected, with most of them being attributed to misidentified aircraft or natural phenomena. However, a small percentage of sightings could not be explained, leaving room for speculation. By the time the project concluded in 1969, the Air Force publicly stated that UFOs pose no threat to national security. But if that was the case, why were so many incidents left unexplained? What were the military officials really covering up? The release of the U.S. government's declassified UFO-related documents in the late 20th century and the early 21st century reignited public interest in UFOs and their potential connections to military operations. In 2004, U.S. Navy pilots aboard the USS Nimitz encountered unidentified aerial phenomena off the coast of Southern California. The objects displayed flight capabilities that far exceeded the abilities of any known aircraft, moving at supersonic speeds and executing sharp turns without visible means of propulsion. The video footage of these encounters was eventually declassified, sparking widespread public interest. The government's acknowledgement of these encounters as legitimate raised more questions than answers. What were these objects and why did they defy everything we knew about aviation technology? Could they be advanced military technology? Or was there something else at play? The release of these videos marked a turning point. The U.S. Department of Defense established the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force to investigate these mysterious sightings. The Pentagon's official stance seemed to shift, acknowledging that UAPs were a real phenomenon that warranted further investigation. But what was the military's true interest in these objects? Could UFOs be more than just mysterious, potentially dangerous phenomena? Could they represent advanced technology, either foreign or extraterrestrial, that could have military applications? In the 21st century, as military encounters with UFOs became more widely acknowledged, the focus turned to the potential military uses of UFOs or similar technology. The advanced flight characteristics exhibited by some UAPs suggest that they may possess technology far beyond anything currently available to human nations. This has led to speculation that UFOs could be used for military purposes, both in terms of surveillance and warfare. Could they be a tool for reconnaissance, gathering intelligence without detection? Could the U.S. or other world powers have been secretly developing such advanced technology, using UFOs as a cover story to test new experimental aircraft? The possibilities are staggering. What if UFOs were not just a mystery to solve, but a new era of military technology to master? The implications for national security are enormous. Some experts speculate that these objects could be the next frontier in military defense. Imagine a world where advanced aerial vehicles could patrol borders, conduct surveillance, or even engage in combat, all without a human pilot. The technologies exhibited by UAPs, including hypersonic speeds, sudden stops, and sharp turns, could be the key to creating new, almost unstoppable defense systems. As artificial intelligence and unmanned vehicles become more integrated into military strategy, the future of warfare may very well involve UFO-like technology. Moreover, the idea that UFOs could be connected to extraterrestrial life raises questions about the military's interest in space exploration and defense. Some argue that the military's growing interest in space, highlighted by the creation of the U.S. Space Force, could be linked to the potential discovery of extraterrestrial technologies. If UFOs do indeed represent technology far beyond current human capabilities, then securing and studying such objects could give nations a significant military advantage. Could the military be preparing for a future where UFOs or similar technologies are central to our defense strategy? As our understanding of the cosmos continues to expand, the connection between military operations and UFOs remains a subject of intrigue. With recent official investigations, congressional hearings, and declassified materials, the U.S. government has signaled that it is no longer dismissing the phenomenon as a mere curiosity. Instead, it is investigating UFOs not only as a national security concern, but also as a potential technological breakthrough that could revolutionize military power as we know it. The history of UFOs and their potential military connections is still unfolding, with many chapters yet to be written. As the skies continue to be filled with unexplained phenomena, we must ask ourselves, is humanity simply observing a distant mystery, or are we standing on the precipice of a new era in military technology and extraterrestrial discovery? The answers may be closer than we think, and perhaps in ways we can't yet comprehend. What we do know is that UFOs are no longer just the stuff of science fiction, but a real, ongoing investigation into the unknown. As we stand on the edge of this unfolding mystery, one thing is certain: the connection between UFOs, military operations, and extraterrestrial technology could redefine the future of warfare and our understanding of the universe. What if the skies hold not only answers to ancient questions, but also the key to tomorrow's power? The truth, it seems, may be far more extraordinary and closer than we ever imagined. Only time will tell what's waiting to be revealed. So what do you think about the future of warfare with UFOs? Will it just protect nations from dangers or possibly turn into something far beyond humanity's control? Drop your thoughts down below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching.